Yo, what up, niggas? Here's a weird video that might trip you out a little bit. I just kind of realized something. And man, my socks are smelling terrible. I gotta buy new sneakers. They got wet and shit. A lot of men are so quick to call women stuck up, right? They're so quick to call a woman stuck up. But now that I think about it, I think the average man is more stuck up than an average woman will ever be. Let me explain why to you. So a hot chick is walking by. Some guy's like, hey baby, you know, you look beautiful. The average hot chick will just kind of like ignore that guy and just keep walking. And she's seen that stuck up. And they might say something like, oh, fuck her. She's a bitch, whatever. She's stuck up, right? But let's do this. Let's say you're a man. You're in a gay neighborhood. You're in a gay neighborhood. You're walking down the street, right? You're walking down the street and some gay guy just goes, wow, sir, you look really handsome. You're a very handsome man. Nothing disrespectful, just giving a comment. What would most guys do? One, a lot of guys would get mad. Not just keep walking, get fucking mad. And not only that, they would just, if they don't get mad, they would just ignore them and keep walking, just like the stuck-up woman. But on average, the man would be more upset about getting that compliment than that woman is. Now, I know a lot of people will say things like, oh, but Phil, it's unnatural, that's this and that. Oh, get the fuck out of here. When you're born and raised in America, you learn a lot about homosexuality, you know what it is, so you basically understand what's going on. Now, you may not like it, but the simple fact is that man's just giving you a compliment. But why do you ignore him? I'll tell you why you ignore him. The same reason why the girls would ignore you. Because you want nothing to do with that person. Period. Or I'll give you another one. Let's say you're walking down the fucking street and some real fat bitch, real fat, real ugly, greasy, probably eating chicken at this moment. You're walking past her and she goes, damn, he got a big bulge in his pants. He got a bulge. Real fat, ugly bitch. Are you going to be like, oh, thank you, miss, thank you. Are you going to do that? Are you going to approach and shake your hand like, thank you, unless you're drunk? Are you going to approach and be like, oh, thank you, miss, you're very kind. Are you going to do that? Or are you just going to ignore her and walk and make fun of how fat and nasty she is with your friend next to you? You know, that bitch was so fucking fat, just talk about my bulge. That bitch had a bulge on her stomach, blah, blah, blah. You wouldn't do that? Is that not stuck up of you? Yes. It's stuck up of you. It's the same shit as when you're saying hi to a pretty woman and she ignores you. Or she just gives a little bit of the cold shoulder. It's the same shit, and you know what? All men do it. All men do it. Because you can say, let's compare the fat bitch to the gay man real quick. Let's compare that. So the fat bitch, you're not, you like women, but the fat bitch, you're almost just as much not likely to have sex with her than you are to not have sex with that guy. Because let me say, not everyone is a little bit gay. I'll tell you that right now. Everyone's a little bit gay. You know how? Because if you had to, and somebody asked you if you had to have sex with a man for $1 million, would it be this one or this one? Every man has a choice. They know there's a decision they would make in their head that they have to. They just don't want to make the decision because they don't want to look gay. But we all know we're capable of making that decision. We all know we're capable of knowing which man is more attractive than another. And if we had to be with one, or let's say we had to kiss one in a movie, we know we'd pick the one who's more attractive. It's just how it is. It doesn't make you gay. Just when you have to, you have to. But what makes you gay is when you do things like that when you don't have to. When you just want to. That's the difference. So if someone had a gun in your head and you had to kiss a guy to escape and you kissed this guy, it doesn't make you gay. You had to do it. You were forced to do it. But what makes someone gay is they're not forced. Okay? You know what I mean? There's nothing on the line. There's no job. There's nothing like that. Like, I had to kiss a dude before on Gossip Girl on the cheek. And I didn't have to pick, but if I did have to pick, I would have picked someone else because that guy was fucking not, he wasn't really fat, but he was just weird looking. And I would love to kiss a regular looking dude. And it has nothing to do with being gay, just me being comfortable. Now, I'm not comfortable kissing men, that's not what I'm saying, but doing my job, I'm aware that once in a while, I'm going to have to do something a little gay. Now, I do have limits with my gayness when I was acting. My limits were, and I told my agents, you can write all this stuff down, my tongue will never touch another man's tongue. Even if they're offering me $20,000, it's just something I don't want to do because I won't feel the same. So if I had to do a closed mouth kiss, sure, I would be able to do that. It's a certain amount of money I'd be paid, I'll do it. You know, it's my job. But something about tongue to tongue, I take that seriously. Even crazy face knows. And girls I date know. I don't like kissing girls with my tongue often. I only do it when I really mean it. Like maybe I'm in a mood, or maybe she did something I really like. So I probably tongue kiss Crazy Face maybe once every other day. I only save it for special occasions and special moments. That's with any woman. That's how it's always been with me. So you can imagine why I would never want to do that with a man, because that means something to me. But with all that being said, we're all able to choose. So you're basically, to me, you're just as likely not to fuck that really fat, ugly bitch as really not to fuck a regular looking man. It's the same thing. You would have to be paid a lot of money to do either. Because when she's real fat, real ugly, a lot of dudes will say, what? I would never touch that bitch. No, never. I don't give a fuck how much money, blah, blah, blah. Would you fuck a man? I would never fuck a man. And all the money, blah, blah, blah. It's damn near the same shit. But you know what? Because she has a vagina, I will give her a slight edge over you fucking that man. I would. I would give you a slight edge. But still, it's basically the same shit. Men are just, the average man is just as stuck up as the average woman. Just we're more babies about it. We're more sensitive about it. You know what I mean? But we are just as stuck up as the average woman. Like, does anyone feel me on this video? I know a lot of people are going to hate the whole gay comparison. But dude, like I said before, and I'll say it again, everybody's a little bit gay. Especially when they're forced. Or especially when it's a game or something, you know. But don't worry. It doesn't make you gay, dude, if you can say, this guy is more better looking than that guy. Or, like, if I've had gay friends. And I've said things many times like, I think that guy's much better looking than that guy. I would rather you go for this guy. That guy looks stupid, blah, blah, blah. Then maybe my gay friend will say, no, it's not for me. I'll go for the other guy. I say, okay, but I just think that other guy looks better for you. That doesn't make me gay. That just makes me a little open-minded. You know, it makes me a little in touch with my feminine side. You know, a lot of girls like guys who are in touch with their feminine side. I used to do my eyebrows, but not because I wanted to, but because it was, I was acting. You know, you always have to try to look good. And some gay guys thought I was gay a lot. It never really bothered me. It never really bothered me. Only one time I was kind of bothered. I think I told you guys that story. And that time was when I was filming. What the fuck was I filming? I was filming something. And I was doing wardrobe. We were getting wardrobe checked. We had to get shoes and all that stuff. We had to get boots because we were playing construction workers. And so the size I wear is 13. So I have my size 13 boots in my hand. And some guy who's an actor, a lot of actors are gay, let me tell you. A lot of them are much higher than outside. Like the average, let's say the average gay percent is like 5, acting is at least 40. It's much higher than outside. So I'm carrying my boots and this guy looks at me and he goes, oh wow, those are some big boots. What size is that? I'm like, oh yeah, these are 13s. I wear 13s. Maybe in sneakers I could squeeze a 12 and a half, but boots I gotta be 13 to be comfortable. He goes, oh damn, does what's inside the drawers match the boots? And it wasn't so much that he was gay hitting on me. It's just that it was just kind of rude and just, he was talking about my dick. That's just a little out there. Because I would feel the same way if it was some fat bitch like, damn, so you must got a big dick, huh? Some ugly some girl I don't like, I would feel the same exact way. Like, bitch. You know what I mean? So it wasn't so much that he was gay, just so much that he was wrong. Because if you would have said something like, oh, you look very handsome today. All right, cool. Fat chick, oh, you look very handsome today. All right, cool. This is very nice. But I want to suck your dick, that pisses me off. And that's some shit I don't like about black women. And you know I'm going to make a video after this about black women. Black women are way too fucking aggressive and they look for too much attention. Next video. Later.